Of every 100 men in battle, 10 should not be there at all. 80 are mere targets, 9 are fighters. We are lucky to have them, for they the battle make. Ah, but the one of them is a true warrior, and he will bring the others back home. There are a lot of people that think they want to be entrepreneurs. There's a lot of people that think they want to start businesses. The vast majority of those people learn really hard lessons and they don't make it. And then there might be 9 that actually make it. They make some money. They don't get rich, but at least it's on the positive side. They don't go bankrupt. And then there's always the one. There's the one that does something that's magical, something that employs hundreds or thousands of people. There is always that one, and that one is really critical. You got to have passion. I mean, you have to have a powerful drive to want to do what that thing is. There are a lot of people that start businesses that they're really not that passionate about. Somebody handed them a business, or somebody dragged them into a business, or they're just trying to find something to do to make money, but they don't really have a driving passion to do that thing. And as an entrepreneur, if you don't have hope, if you can't wake up every day and have the hope that that's the day that you're going to make the big sale, or that's the day that the software engineers are finally going to get the thing done, okay? If you don't have that hope, you're hopeless, and you're just going to go back to bed. You got to have courage, because fear is always around the corner. Look, in the real world, there's nothing scarier than when I go to get some money for iThrive, and I go to the bank, and the bank says, sure, we'll give you that $1 million credit line, but we're going to need you to sign personally on that. And I have to go sign personally on that, knowing that if this doesn't work, they're actually going to want me to pay them $1 million. The gall. I mean, you have to work hard to be an entrepreneur, and strangely, there's a lot of entrepreneurs that I find, especially people that come out of big businesses and then resign or retire and decide they want to start a small business, that don't understand the concept that you're going to be working, 14, 16 hours a day, at least for a while. I mean, it's hard work building a company. And if you're not ready for that hard work, you shouldn't be an entrepreneur. You just shouldn't play the game. You got to have a moral compass. Okay? There are 100 decisions you're going to have to make almost every day that have some moral component on it. How do I treat people? How do I pay people? How do I treat vendors? How do I treat customers? You have to have some kind of moral compass inside. If you don't, it'll shatter your company. People won't want to work for you. People won't want to do business with you. It'll have nothing to do with how good your products are or aren't. And you got to have a moral compass. If you don't have that inside, it's just the time bomb's ticking until you go off. And I could sit here and I could tell you stories, things like, it's not about how far you fall, it's how high you bounce. That's Will Rogers. Or I could tell you, it's not if you fall down 9 times, it's that you get up 10 times. I could tell you all those platitudes about determination. Or I could just let somebody tell you, who is a fantastic example of determination, what that word really means.
Hello everyone, my name is Nate Waters. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. And to make a long story short, I dropped out of school when I was 16 years old. And then when I was 19 years old, I got into a fight with my mother's boyfriend, who picked me up and body slammed me on my head, left me on the ground for 12 hours laying in feces and urine. My sister found me the next day and contacted the ambulance, and I made it to the hospital, and they told me I'd be paralyzed from my neck down for the rest of my life. So basically, that was the beginning of the rest of my life. I had to basically start from zero. I didn't have no money, no insurance, no family support, nothing. Lived in and out of different nursing homes for the past 10 years. But I came to a point in my life where I said, I'm not going to live like this for the rest of my life. My body may be stuck, but my mind is not. So with that mentality, I went to get my GED. I studied and earned a college degree at Tulsa Community College in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Then eventually I went to Oklahoma State University and earned a bachelor's degree in business administration. And I'm currently working at the Williams Companies. Entrepreneurship is something that you either have it or you don't. I mean, numerous people counted me out. Numerous people, family members, friends, people I went to high school with. They said, well, Nate, you're in a wheelchair. You live in a nursing home. You don't have any money. You're black or whatever. You're not going to be able to do it. But no, there was fuel that added to my gas tank. And that pushed me even harder to prove them wrong. All I have to say is never, never, ever give up on your dreams. No matter how many people tell you no, no matter how many people say you're not good enough, you cannot ever give up on your dreams. Like I said before, entrepreneurship from the age of 7 years old, when I was in the slums of the south side of Chicago, to now, 30 years old here in Norman, Oklahoma, speaking to you wonderful individuals, has kept me from trouble, has kept me from being depressed, has kept me from a lot of negative things. But you gotta have that heart. I mean, I didn't grow up with family having money or anything like that, so people counted me out in the investment arena. But I still kept it within my heart. And now I'm heavily involved in investments and things of that sort.
When I just want to get up and just go to work, I got to start at like 5 o'clock. It's a struggle just to eat, just to get dressed. Then they got to call public transportation. They might show up, they might not show up. Just for him to get to the first meeting is more than most of us go through in a day. And you know, everything's relative in life. Everything's relative. You know, we're entrepreneurs, a lot of the people in the room, and there are days we think we have it tough. We live in the United States. We live in Oklahoma. We live in the top 99-point-something% of wealth in the world. We don't know struggle. So when we talk about determination and what it takes to get up off the ground and fight hard, we don't know. And I don't know any other way to get it across than to have somebody like Nate tell you that when you think it's hard, it's not hard for you. Okay? You got a whole lot more fight in you than what you think you have. Nate, there had to be a moment. I mean, there had to be a moment. I don't know whether it was the day you got to the hospital or a week later, but there had to be a moment where you kind of took an inventory and went, man, I mean, I really don't have any family now that'll support me. I don't have any money. I don't have any insurance. Now I can't move. I mean, there just had to be a moment where you had to make a decision to either make something out of your life or just give up and die. I mean, do you remember that moment at all?
I do very clearly, and I noticed I didn't have a safety net. I noticed that if I give up right now, I will die right now. I didn't have no one coming to save me and no one helping me. I realized I didn't have a safety net, so it was like, pull myself up off the ground, get out here and make it happen. And so that's what I did. I mean, I went to different restaurants. I went to different businesses. When I started going to college, you know, I have a leg bag, you know, because I urinate through a bag. I need people to help me throughout the day sometimes. But I said, well, I still need to do it because I have the desire to become successful in whatever I desire to be, despite what people thought about me, despite what I felt within myself. There's days where I don't want to get up in the morning. I mean, because it takes an hour for me to even get prepared to even eat breakfast. Then I got to wait a whole another hour and a half just to catch the bus to go to work. And then I go do nonprofit fundraising and other activities. But I said to myself, I want it bad enough. I'm willing to sacrifice. And having that attitude has brought me very, very far. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small doesn't serve this world.
Just think about that. Your playing small does not serve this world. I don't know any other way to say it, that you only get one chance through life. And we only get one chance to go chase that dream, to build a business, to do what we want to do as entrepreneurs. Playing small, not being scared to take the risks, it doesn't serve us well. It just doesn't. But what serves us well is chasing that dream as far as it will go, as hard as we possibly can. That serves us.
There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. That meaning, step outside your comfort zone. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Please don't be scared. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. It is in all of us, crippled or not. No matter where you're from, it is in every single one of us. We all are born with a talent. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. It automatically spills over. Pay it forward.
The one is a warrior, and the one that will bring everybody home. Nate is a one. He's a one. I'm a one. I just ask that you join us. And that's what I ask. And when you wake up tomorrow, you look inside and you figure out what it's going to take for you to be the one. Because the world needs the one. That's it.